Well, hello. Hello, 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 ladies and gents. He, she, they, them, vafangul. It is I, Echo Kraft. What's going on, kids? It's been a long time. It's been a while. It's been a while. So Samurai, he kind of, said I had this big reveal thing going on. I was going to reveal something big. It's really not that big, actually, but it's fun. As you can see on the screen, let me turn my mic down just a little bit because it seems like it's... How's the mic sound, ladies and gents? He, she, they, them, vafangul. Does it sound good? All right, who we got in the chat? Let's see. We've got Mr. Twin Cities Oxygen. We've got Harmonic Sonics. We've got Mr. Hans Volt. Hans had a special day today. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a special day. It's a nice day. Happy special day. Mr. George G's. Yo, we've got Mark Anderson, and we've got the Albanian Syndicate. What's up, fellas? What's going on? Yeah, everything sounds good. Fantastico. As you can see up on the screen, I have something that I'm going to be unleashing. I'm going to be doing a new channel. Going to be part of my Echo Kraft stuff, but this is something completely different. And now for something completely different. What's up, probes? Yes. So I am going to, because I was inspired by Mr. Rourke, and well, I'll show you why. Because let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know why that did that. That's weird. That's interesting. Cool. This is great. Isn't that great, guys? When shit happens, it's been a while since I've done anything on OBS. I don't know why that's happening right now. Yeah, that's really weird, man. It should work. Let me try that one more time. Wow, I guess I can't show you. I guess I should have tested this, huh? What the heck? Yeah, it's not working. None of my stuff is working. Yeah. Anyway, Rourke had made some end cheeks for me for my Malevolent, and they came out really, really nice. It's the Kawasaki green. It says, and I wish I could show you, but my cameras aren't working, and I don't know why. It's very strange. Yeah, they're working. They're working on. Wow, I guess I can't show you. I have no idea why that's not working. Oh, fucking A. Don't you love technology? Don't you love it? I've got like tons of cameras. You know what? Hold on a second. Just hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Oh God, what is that? No, I don't want that. No, it's all falling apart. Wah! All right, let's see. Let's go back. Give me 1 second. All right. Well, I got that camera working. Those are the end cheeks that Rourke made for me. They came out really well. I like them a lot, actually. Sorry about that, guys. Echo with the senior tech experience. Oh, that's nice. Is that like an age pun? Is that an age poke? You poking the bear? Poking the old bear? Is that what that is? Echo, be quiet. So anyway, yeah, it looks great. I saw a malevolent for 3 seconds. Well, yes, you did. That was it. That was the 3 seconds you get. Because unfortunately, I can't get the other shot. I was going to pop in and see if I can get that happening too, because it's not happening. I don't know why. And I'm going to give a shot one more time. Let's see. Boom. Not a thing. All right. Well, anyway, ladies and gents, he, she, they, them, vafungul. Yeah, basically, you know, I got into 3D printing a few days ago, and I love it. I'm having so much fun. I haven't done any live casts, as you guys know. I haven't done anything like that because I've been 3D printing. Let me show you what I've been 3D printing. The first thing I had to, you know, because you have to do this. You have to 3D print something to test everything, right? And well, I printed this little dude, this little Buddha. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Right, a little Buddha. And I did what's called a benchy, right? And if it wasn't for Rourke, I wouldn't have gotten into this, because I said, wow, these came out really, really nice. And I want to see, like, if I could do this, right? I mean, how hard can it be? Well, let me tell you something. It wasn't easy, okay? I had to learn. It's a big learning curve. Never done anything like this before. I was into building models and stuff, even into my adult age. I used to do World War II aircraft and stuff like that, and really got into the painting and all that stuff and the details. And I've made dioramas and things like that. If you don't know what a diorama is, I'll show you later, hopefully in the video. But yeah, so basically, I started doing this a couple of days ago, and I've been going to town. What 3D printer did I get? I got an Elegoo right there on the screen. And it's a large one. It's, if I could get the goddamn camera working, let me try that one more time. Hold on. No camera. Okay. That's great. No camera. Don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that, because it is set up, and I am getting actually, you know what? Let me move it over here. You guys, can you see that now? There it is. That's the shot I'm trying to get. I don't know why it's not showing up. And let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's the Elegoo. It's a very large printer. I'll show you. Really big. It's a really big printer. The one, it's called the Elegoo. Let me move this out of the way. Move it over here. There we go. It's called the Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus. I was going to get the Elegoo Neptune Max. Now, a lot of people buy Bamboo. Bamboo is supposed to be like the biggest dealer, you know, around, and everybody loves Bamboo printers. But I wanted something big, and the Max was too big. It wouldn't even fit on that table. So I went a step down. There's the Elegoo Pro, and these are bed printers. I forget what they call them, and it's got a gantry, as you can see. It's not an all-in-one enclosure, which you can find, but they're smaller printers. And I wanted something big, so I got something big. Oh, that's good, Hans. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so let me show you what I've been printing. So, this was a lot of fun for me, and I'm still working on it. So what we have here is I've got some, these are red malevolent end cheeks. I printed these out in red. Kind of looks orange on the camera. I don't know why, but they are red. They're very ruby red, actually. I did those in red. And then I printed out some purple ones. I bought some different colored filaments, some nice filaments. So this is the purple. Kind of looks blue there. I don't know why. What's up with my camera, man? It's like shit. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. So those are the purple ones. I guess I got to adjust the color on that camera. This front end facing camera right now. I don't know why. Then I printed out, these are Mantis. They're big. These are done in a blue sparkle. Yeah, these came out really nice. I was really happy. I'll show you what that looks like. I have no mic hooked up to this, so just bear with me for a sec. So yeah, so blue sparkle, those came out really nice. Very happy. I'm a quick learn. I went to a bunch of websites and watched a bunch of videos and basically self-taught, trial and error. You should see some of the shit that I printed. Stringy, things were sagging. But I got the hang of it and I watched a bunch of videos, and there's a whole language that goes with 3D printing, slicing and dicing and all this other bullshit, kind of crazy ass fucking language. But I learned it and I'm starting to really get the hang of it and I'm digging it. It's a lot of fun. And this is my surprise. So these are made out of wood filament. Yes, indeedy. So this is wood filament, and these are printed 3D shakes for the Hydrosynth. And I got some wood stain, so you can actually stain these. I got some, it's putty that you see in there. I filled in some of the holes because they didn't match up properly, because I'm not really that good at CAD and stuff, but I'm getting there. So I'm going to re-drill the holes, but these are more printed more solid. So these are going to be going on my Hydra. They're going to be wooden looking edge cheeks because, I was thinking, the thing is, I've gone online and, I've good shit, brother. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So I went online and I said, geez, I'm looking up wood end cheeks for the Hydra because I saw them. There's a guy in London that makes them, and he wants like $86 for the pair, and then with shipping and stuff, it came to like almost $200. And I was like, fuck that, man. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just make wood end cheeks myself. That'll be my summer project. And, I'll buy a small bandsaw. You can get table bandsaws. And I was going to get, I used to have all this stuff when I lived in a house, and I got rid of everything. I moved into a condo, and, so I had a small bandsaw. And by the way, that's This is where my drum kit used to live. Hold on a sec. That's where my drum kit used to live, right there. I put the drum kit away. I hadn't played it in over a year, so I said, you know what? I'll just program my drums, whatever. I'm doing more ambient stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I said, I'm going to have to get a table bandsaw, and I'm going to have to get, you know, maybe a table drill press and some sanding stuff and blah, 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 blah. You know, and I don't have any place for that shit in here. You know what I mean? So I said, let me try this 3D printing thing that Rock started, and I guess he's making stuff, and you know, and yes, lots of dust, lots of space. I don't need dust and space on my gear. It drives me crazy when my shit's dusty. I hate it. I hate watching people's videos and their synths are covered with dust and cat hair and all other kinds of shit. And I sit there and go, clean your goddamn synths. That's why you get one of these guys. Because these are great. You just kind of clean it up, and you know, everybody's got to have a really nice fine-haired paintbrush. They work really well. And also microfiber cables, microfiber cloths. They work really fucking well too. So, but anyway, yeah. So I started getting into this, and I started doing it, and the new channel. Let's just hope the channel's going to happen, because sometimes I say I'm going to do things and then I never get around to it, and I feel like I just talk out my ass. Hopefully the new channel is going to be called Echo Kraft 3D. I was just going to call it Echo 3D, but what the hell? Keep the name in there, right? I mean, that's, you know, why not? So Echo 3D, I'm going to be printing a bunch of different things that have to do with synthesizers. So I'm going to start getting into stands and things like that. I'm not taking any orders right now. Not doing that, because I know what that's like, and I don't want anybody up my ass. Hey, Echo. Hey, Echo, shut up. Echo, shut up. Be like, I got to change the name of her because she's driving me crazy. You know, people say, hey, Echo. How come you haven't finished my cheeks? How come you sent me my end caps? How come you haven't? Why is it taking so long? I only have one machine. I plan on getting another one. That's how much I'm into this. I just bought a Dremel set. I got a bunch of shit I bought. I got a tool. Samurai sent me a toolkit for 3D printing, and I bought it. He's like, hey, check this out. It's on Amazon, and I bought it. I got to tell you, though, my favorite tool. I know this is supposed to be about synthesizers, and you guys are probably like, why the fuck is he talking about printing? This is one of my favorite tools. This little spatula, because you can get stuff off the bed really nice. And this thing, where has this thing been all my life? This is a deburring tool. A fantastic tool. But that's all I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you anything else. Secrets of the trade. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I got into it because I saw how nice the ones that Rourke made me came out, and it says Stay Frosty on one cheek. He's got my Echo Kraft logo on both of the end caps, cheeks, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't know. And I was like, man, this is cool. This is fun. So I started watching videos, and I just started getting into it, and I just think it's amazing. And Synth Renegades, here we are, right? And also with the whole, what's up, Samurai? Floating robots, traded to the living. Woo! Who else we got? The Machines won. Yeah, baby. So I want some for my grandmother. Why, she needs end caps? Oh, hey, over here. I don't know, what are the grandmother end caps? Let's see. Let me go here. Hold on a second. Let's look this up. Give me a sec. Let's see. Grandmother, right? Let's see. Moog. Grandmother. Yeah, let's see what they look like. Okay. right. Oh, yeah. Those are, wow. All right, guys, you got to check this out. Look at this. Let me zoom in on this. What does that end cap look like? What does that end cap look like? Look familiar? It must be a standard style, huh? Because even like right here, even like the little bow out here, the little build out there. Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know, traded to the living. I'll have to look that up, get the specs. Maybe you'll be getting some grandmother end caps. That's pretty cool. I would definitely do those in wood filament for you because they would look cool stained and everything. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I have to say, let's explore this, shall we? Let's see. That's the grandmother. How about the matriarch? It is. Let's see. Schweetvada. Let's see if they have any. Oh, get out of there. Nobody cares about that. Get out of here. Oh. All right, fellas. What does that tell you? When you see an end cap, I think this is a standard design for end caps. Check that out, huh? Let's look at the other side. Yeah, that's like a standard design, that design there. They're right there, the ding-dang-do. Look at that. Wow. What else we got? Anybody? What other end cheeks can we look into here? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm Roy Droid Void. I'm definitely down the rabbit hole, bro. There's no question. I'm like, and I let's check this shit out. I want to start doing stuff like this. So this was made by a company called KV Gear, which they changed their name. But he used to take these pieces of plastic and just bend them, heat them up and bend them. And this is an actual stand that I use for, what did I use this for? I think I used this for I think it was for the TD3. Yeah. And so I found a guy who actually does the design for these, the STL file, load it up on the printer, boom, bang, zam, bang, boom. There you go. You got yourself a little fucking stand. Huh? Gonna be doing stuff like this. It's a little iPhone stand or Android stand. I found an STL file for these. So I'm going to be printing stuff like that up. Because it's fun. I'm having fun doing it. And, and the shit's coming out great. The Elegoo printers are really nice. They've been around for 10 years. Oh, I have to show you this. I think I showed you guys this before. Rook printed this up for me. This came out great. Isn't that cool? Echo Kraft Behringer Bros. Very cool. 2 different color filaments right there, kids. You did a fine job on that one. That's fucking amazing. So yeah, I'm getting into the filaments and I'm getting into the tools and I'm getting into the freaking, yep, I'm down that rabbit hole. I am. I freaking am. But it's cool. And I don't think, it could, it could lead to other things. I'm getting to that point where I'm, kind of getting tired of getting up and going to work every day. And, I know there's a lot of people out there making money 3D printing, and it's been around a lot longer. And I'm late in the game once again, you know what I mean? But 3D printing's come a long way in the past 10 years. It's easy to set up. At first I was like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? But yeah, And now I'm just kind of like blown away by it. I'm like, I can't believe the cool stuff. Even, even my wife doesn't really care about what I do because she doesn't care. Like I'll talk about stuff and I'll say, well, you really don't care. And she's like, no, I don't. But even she came in and she looked at it and said, hey, that's pretty cool. Like, like it blew her mind that this string comes down into this nozzle and this thing forms at the end of on the bed, on the plate. And she thought that was kind of cool because it is, we're living in a very cool age right now. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on in the world and people are going fucking nuts and the politicians are all fucking killing each other and hating each other. And I think they should put politicians in an octagon and just let them beat the shit out of each other. I think it'd be fucking great. I'd pay real money to see that. Come on, wouldn't that be great? Let me read some of the stuff in the chat. Let's see what we got here. We have Bill Kosharek. Hi, Bill. Welcome. I think I've seen you in here before. Conductive, what's up? And let's see who else we got. Roy Droid Void. We've got Annual 1986. Who else we got? Let's see. I'll read some of the chat here. Yeah, down 3D rabbit hole. NBAPS would be cool. NBAPS. What is that? What is that? Probes. Talk to me, bro. NBAPS. Not caps. BAPS. I don't know. Ain't no rabbit hole. It's now the Bear's Den. Woo! Ooh, Jupiter X end caps. Let's take a look at those. Let's see. Go up here. Let's do that. I already have a plan for the Roland Juno X end caps. Jupiter X. Jupiter X. Here we go. These are metal, right? Isn't the Jupiter X metal? Yeah. All right, guys. This is getting ridiculous. Look at that end cap. Look at this thing. Look at it. What does that look like? That looks like the same end cap that's on the Hydra. Sure, that'd be easy to do. Yeah. All right. What else? What else you fellas got up your sleeves there with the end cap nation? That's a great idea. Let's see. Jupiter X, Han Solo, the lost 1 year of my life in the rabbit hole, in that rabbit hole. Really? Really, Roy Droid, you really went down that rabbit hole and lost all sense of knowing who you were over 3D printing? Come on, brah. Come on. Listen, here's the thing. Some people, when they 3D print stuff, the YouTube channel is just swamped with like all of these people. Oh, you like the shirt, by the way? Moog Messenger. Okay. Check it out. EchoCraft.com. You can get one of these babies. I don't care anymore. You know what? If Moog calls me up and says cease and desist, then I'll do it. But right now, I'm throwing this shit live. You can buy whatever you want. I make Moog shirts. I don't care. That's what a Renegade's all about, okay? Not caring. Just doing your fucking thing and liking it. And if somebody says, hey, stop doing that, you look at them and go, make me. What are they going to do? Sue me? Ain't going to get much. Might have to take back that Moog Muse. That would make me very sad, actually. But anyway, yeah, they didn't give that to me. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, so it's swamped. YouTube's swamped with these videos of people 3D printing dragons and spiders. And If I see one more fucking Star Wars helmet being printed, I'm going to lose my mind. How many? Why? Why? Are you going to wear it? Are you going to wear Darth Vader's helmet out? That thing's big enough to print one of those helmets. Why would I want to do that? That's the rabbit hole. That's the kooky, crazy shit. You know, I watched a guy who started out with one 3D printer and he had it in a closet, right? And he liked it so much, he decided to get another one. And his job wasn't working out very well. It's a great story. It's on YouTube. And he decided to get another one. So he got 4. So now he's got a little 3D printer farm, right, in his garage. And now he's getting orders for parts. Yeah, parts for different things, for like, you know, cars and things like that. And so then he starts getting into different filaments. He gets laid off from his job because they don't want him anymore. And what does he do? He says, screw it. And he starts buying more machines. Right now, he's in Texas. He has the world's largest 3D printing farm. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. He's got resin printers. He's got CNC machines. He's got, you name it, this guy has got it. I looked them up. They'll make you anything. I was impressed with his story, and he started out with nothing. He actually was a technical engineer. He was a mechanical engineer, and they didn't need his services anymore. And he just did 3D printing for the fun of it. He just enjoyed it. And now he's a multi-billionaire. Like, I mean, come on. That's, you know, that's putting balls to the wall and just saying, fuck it, I'm going to go for it. You know, I had a wife and 2 kids, and he just said, screw it. Let's try it. Let's see where it goes. And the property that it sits on, and it's just incredible. Maybe if I find the freaking video, I'll throw it in the description, because it's really good. It's really done really well. And I was very happy for somebody who was successful like that. I don't plan on, you know, I don't plan on being that guy, but Echo Kraft, I have a bunch. My best is the Anycubic Predator. Look it up. Yeah, those are nice, dude. I've seen those. It's a very nice printer. Wow, so you have a bunch of them? What are you doing? Print stuff, son. Get to printing. Get that printer going. That's cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. I want one of the new ones that's automatic everything. It stood out in my back to build them. Yeah, well, so the new Elegoo, the new Bamboo. What's the other one? Persa. I think that's the name of it. Those have automatic leveling and everything. It's pretty cool. I was going to get one of those. This has automatic leveling after you go in and do the whole piece of paper thing. The print head comes down, you do the paper thing like this, and then the print head goes up, and you do the paper thing like this, and you adjust the little wheels on the other, and then you hit level automatic, and it goes down. It does all the points. It does 46 points. And yeah. And then you just throw your model on there, throw it in the slicer. Slicer is an application, guys. I'm just letting you know. This is the kind of shit I had to learn. This Orca Slicer, I'm using Elegoo Slicer, which is basically a copy of Orca Slicer, which Orca Slicer is basically a copy, I believe, of Bamboo Slicer or whatever. I don't know. There's a whole history behind slicers. Slicer is an application. I don't know why they call it a slicer. I guess because I don't fucking know. All I know is that it works and it's cool. And you make these little, I got to make these little, they look like trees, and they're called tree supports. And I had to make these tree supports to hold up so nothing would sag and I wouldn't get string effect and all this other bullshit that you have to talk about and deal with and learn about. And they look like trees. I wish I kept some because they look cool. They look like little trees. And yeah. So I had to learn about all that shit. And I would tell you, it was frustrating, but it was fun at the same time. I don't know. I'm a geek. I am a nerd. So I love shit like this. So yeah, so now I'm 3D printing. There you go. There you have it. Anyway, let's read some more in the chat here. Gemstone and cheeks. Gemstone and cheeks. What? You want end cheeks made out of gemstones? I don't know what kind of printer that is, dude. Call God up. Maybe he can put some gemstones together and make end cheeks for you. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Biscuit holders. Oh, that's good, Conductive. That's good. Tell Samurai that. He's the biscuit king, not me. Let's see. What else we got? Echo Kraft, you could actually print metal. Not sure how good the results are. Yeah, I've actually seen metal filament. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. It's actually kind of cool, though. I was looking at resin printers, too. Those are very intense, very amazing. A lot of mess, though. The resin printers are messy, but they are pretty cool. That fucking tugboat fucked up my life. Oh, you mean the Benchy? Here, let me get the Benchy. Echo Kraft, be quiet. A little Benchy boat. That's cute, isn't it? Yeah. I wish they made it like a whistle. They make a great whistle. Like, and you blow into it and the little thing whistles. Anyway. Yeah, it came out great. I did it in purple. It was my second, this was my second run of the Benchy. The first run looked like somebody puked on it. I didn't understand about heating and heating the bed and all that shit. Oh, fucking A. Benchy. The tugboat. Yeah. Anyway, make me a 4D printer. I don't know if that's possible. 3D PhD. The bamboo looks sweet. Yeah, the bamboos are cool, man. They're expensive. So the Elegoo, that printer was $364. Yeah, that's a very good price. Bamboo's up in price because they're kind of like they're like the Apple of printers, I guess. Right? They're up there, in price. And then there's Persa. Is it Persa? I think I'm saying that right. And then there's there's the Anacubic. Did I say that right? I think I'm saying that right. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of them out there now. But I went with the Elegoo because they're the closest thing to bamboo. They really are. They're the closest thing to bamboo printer. They're made really nice. And a couple of cool things. I wish I could get this camera to work. Let me see if this fucking thing's working. Hold on. Love it. All right, hold on. So let's take this and bring this up here. So right here, this is the screen. It's a color screen, touch screen, and it actually comes off. It's magnetic and it comes off. I'll show you. So it actually comes off, so you can actually use it. It's on a coily cable, so you can just kind of pull it out and use it and do what you got to do. I don't really print from the touchpad. I use my computer to do that. Let me get this out of here. There we go. So yeah, I'll tell you. I know this is supposed to be about synthesizers, but I am talking about synthesizers because I'm making end cheeks for synthesizers, and I will tell you. The more I look at this stuff, I mean, even the Muse. Look at the Muse end cheek. What does that look like? All right, hold on. Right? Yeah, they all have that. They all have that similar. I mean, I guess it's the way the keyboard is, right? I mean, they all have that similar pitch, and then they got the little kind of. I got this little ridge thing right here, right? Kind of cool. Yeah. So these are the malevolent ones. I'll show you the true color of this because this camera has a much better color. Right here. Ruby red. There you go. So yeah. So what else we got? What do we have? Does the 3D printer fold up for taking on a road trip to save space? No. That thing was a nightmare to build because it comes in pieces. And yeah. Yeah. It was a nightmare to build. Let's see if I can do this. I want to share this with you guys and just show you this. Where are you? Where you at, son? Is this it? No, that ain't it. Wow. What'd I do with it? I wanted to show this video. See if I can share this. Here we go. Let's see. Give me a sec. So this is why I bought this 3D printer. It's actually printing out the two red end cheeks at the same time. If you guys can see that. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it's printing out the two end cheeks at the same time, which is kind of cool. I just thought that was cool. So yeah, so there you have it. I'm in that 3D mindset now. I'm 3D printing. Oh boy. So it answers my question. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that would be nice because I pay you, and you know, I would like a sub sandwich at some time. You know, at some point that would be nice. I like sub sandwiches, although I don't dip mine in ketchup like you do, and I don't put mayonnaise on an Italian. Okay. I don't know what that is with you New Hampshire dudes, okay? I don't get it. Seriously. People, they put mayonnaise. Well, you ready for this? They put mayonnaise on Italian, or they'll put, this is a new one too. I saw this at work. They'll put ranch dressing on pizza. They'll dip their pizza in ranch dressing. What the absolute fuck is that? Huh? Could somebody explain that one to me? I don't know. All right, let me answer your question. Synth Samurai says, what's the max height print? That's a good question. Let's find out. "19 inches. That's the max. That's pretty big. That's pretty tall. Like I said, you can print out a full Stormtrooper helmet on that. I don't know why you would, but that's what people do. Yeah, so. Printer comes with ratchet straps so you can strap it to the roof of your car. No, that's okay. That's good. What else? Can I have a look at those end cheeks again? Which ones, Hans? Which ones did you... Samurai, which ones did you want to see? Guys, these are the malevolent ones. Is that what you want to see? Right? No? Ranch on pizza is degenerate behavior. Yes, it is, Dream Place. I agree with you. Welcome. Yeah, I don't understand that. I that's like, you know, people will argue this with me. They'll say, "Do you like pineapple and ham on your pizza?" And I look at them and I'm like, pineapple and ham doesn't belong on a pizza, okay? Let's get that straight. It's not called a Hawaiian. I don't know what Hawaiians do for pizza, okay? But pizza is pizza, all right? You could put chicken on it. You could put pepperoni. You can put eggplant. You could put arugula, prosciutto, salami, right? Ham and pineapple on a cheese pizza. Mingya, what's the matter with you people? And then they dip it in freaking ranch dressing. Statagita, okay? Anyway, all right. 19 inches, pretty big build area. Yes, it is. It's a very big machine. Italian sausage on a pizza. Banana Rider 69. What's up, bud? Yeah. But pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza. Okay? You want pineapple? Have a fruit salad. Mamma mia. Love Hawaiian pizza. Of course you do, Samurai. Who would have guessed? Dip it in ketchup. Come on, bro. You know, I work with this kid, right? He's from Syria, and I love him. He's a great guy. His name's John. And he comes in the other day, and he's got a thing of pasta, right, that his mother made, right? He's got this pasta. And he says, hey, she didn't give me enough sauce. So he goes in the refrigerator and he takes out a bottle of ketchup and he starts putting the ketchup all over the pasta. And we were all looking at him and I said, bro, that is sacrilege, bro. Like that is just, he goes, why? It's tomato sauce. I go, no, it is not. If you put vinegar in your tomato sauce, or in some parts people call it gravy, there's something wrong with you. You don't put vinegar. That's what ketchup has in it. It has vinegar. And you just don't do that. You don't. And he smothered it. And so I took a picture of it, or a video, I think, and I sent it to Samurai. And Samurai was like, oh, man, after my own heart. Oh, the sacrilege. I can't even. Ketchup. And the thing was, his mother looked like it made a nice sauce. It had peppers in it and onions, green peppers. And I said, boy, I bet you that would taste really good, right? Savory, right? He puts freaking ketchup on it. God, that's not sacrilege either. What is that? That's debauchery. Like, why would you do that? What do we got here? Dip ketchup. We got. I'm reading here. Let's see. What do we got? Tomatoes killed Jefferson. Ketchup pizza. Haha. Will they develop a pasta filament so you can 3D pizza? I don't know, man. So anyway, what other synthesizers? I mean, from what I'm looking at this here, the well, the Moog Messenger you couldn't print cheeks out for. You could do like a you could do with the Messenger, you could do take a look here. Keep doing that. There we go. Yeah, the Moog Messengers is just straight bar. So I've seen people do stuff with the Micro Freak, or the Mini Freak, I mean, where they actually make like a little stand that has sides on it, wooden sides. So I can imagine you could probably 3D print something out like that and have it sit on it. Probably do that with the with the messenger as well, right? Mixmaster, what's up? Tactical MIDI, what's going on? How you doing, man? Let's see. Mixmaster still above water here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right. Wow, what's going on in Milwaukee, bro? You guys flooding or something? What else we got? Just bought me a Korg wave station. Having a blast. Yeah, wave stations are nice. I had a wave station. I had the rack mount wave station, the EX, I believe it was called, or the wave station. I don't remember, man. That was a long time ago. I like that thing. That was cool. I had the wave state. I got rid of it, and I got rid of the Op 6. I got rid of that, and I got rid of the mod wave. And I was supposed to get a multi-poly, and they still back ordered, by the way. Yeah. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see. See who's got them. Korg. Multi-poly. Multi-poly. Yeah, let's see. Boop. Let's see, Z-Sounds. Let's see if the Schweetwater has it. Yeah, Schweetwater. Oh, look, there's Bo Beats. Huh. Surprise. All right, let's see. Z-Sounds. Oh, they went up in price. Is that the TARRIFS? Is that the TARRIFS? Let's see. Do they show that it's in stock? Get it Tuesday, August 12th. Oh, yeah, sure. That's what they tell you. And then you order the fucking thing. And they're like, it's back on it. We probably won't be able to get it until about October. You like that face while I'm doing that voice? Let's see. What else we got? Here's a Schweetwater. Schweetwater right here. Let's see. Everybody has the keyboard, but I didn't want the keyboard. I wanted the module. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Moog multi-poly analog. This is fucking ready. E copy. E paste. Boom. Boom bowl. $9.49. It was $8.99. So it went up in price. Yeah, it's in stock. Schweetwater has them. I bet you Garage Sale doesn't have them. You know that Samurai calls them garage. What does he call them? Garage. Garage Center. Oh shit! No, up here. Oh, get. Let's see. Garage Center, right? Allow, please. Thank you very much. A multi-poly. Boom. Let's see if they got them in stock. It says in stock. Get it by get it by Monday, August 18th. So they are coming in. They're trickling in. All right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. Excelente. So yeah, I see a lot of green here. Mixmaster. Oh. A lot of green. I probably lost a lot of people watching the show because I was talking about 3D printing so much. And it looks like a lot of people left. Oh well. Yeah. Let's see. We have a lot of people that aborted. Abort this mission. He's talking about 3D printing. Oh, well. Sorry. I was just haven't done a live stream in a while. And I have a new toy. And I got kind of lost in the toy. And I like the toy. It's fun. I also have a new toy a couple of new synthesizers, right? I got the Malevolent right here, which I love. The Malevolent's great. So much fun. And, you know, let's unplug this for now. You know? And, yeah, I probably lost a bunch of people, but, you know. Roy Droid's here. That's cool. I'm glad you're still there. Banana Rider's still there. Yeah. I'm glad. Samurai, everyone's still here, Samurai says. That's nice. All right, well, you know, I wouldn't blame you for leaving. You know, if it's not something that I was interested in, I'd probably bow out too. I've done that in several shows, but yeah, you know. Anyway, so yeah, I guess, you know, I'm going to be making I printed these out because I'm going to send them to Samurai. And he's going to send them to Paul at PWM. And so me and Rourke and sending stuff to PWM. I'm pretty happy to do that. And, you know, I don't call it a competition. I mean, you can call it a competition. I don't think it's a competition. I just think it's a lot of fun, and I'm having fun doing it. And I really, you know, I think Rourke did a fine job on my cheeks. And, yeah, I mean, I'll show you. They look swell. They really do look swell. Let's see. They look swell. Yeah, I like them. I think they look great. I love that color green. As you know, in my studio, I have that stuff behind me. It's those are sound tiles. I have green and purple. Those are my colors. As you can see on my window here is green. And there you go. Subscribe is green. So, I mean, I'm into that color green and I'm into purple. Those are my colors. I don't know why. I just like them. I just think they look cool. They pop, you know. My chair is purple. My drum set that I used to have over there, that used to have green felts on the cymbals and stuff. I don't know. It's my thing, I guess. Let's see. What else we got? CEO of GC's band. Who's the CEO of GC's band? What are we talking about here? Kawasaki Kardashian N Cheeks. Yeah. PWM is fucking badass. That was dope. He called in. Can't wait. Yeah, absolutely, man. I thought that was really cool. You know, Floating Robots, I'm glad you're still here. George G's is still here. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are still there. I don't know. I just saw, you know, a whole bunch of people that looked like everybody bowed out because I was talking about 3D printing. But I'm talking about 3D printing for synthesizers, you know, because I want to make those little shelf things because I think, like, these are black. The ones that I have, I'll show you. I've got white ones too that I bought from was it IKEA? Is that how you say it? IKEA, the fucking place that you can build shit for just about nothing. From Switzerland or Sweden? Sweden? I don't know. One of those places, yeah. I got this N-cheek ring that here. This Z-shaped thing that I got there. Zing, zang, zoo. No, so I was thinking of printing these out in fluorescent green or like neon green, because anything like for instance, like the B1 there, the donor bass synth, that's gray and black, and I just think it would pop on it because I got it sitting on one of these. Only it's a longer one. I think he charged like $25 for these when he was making them. You know, not a bad deal. He's got this little rubber stuff on the bottom so they don't slide, and then he's got this rubber piece right here. I don't know if you can see that. so they don't slide. But yeah, they're cool. But you know, I think it would really cool, like if you have a black piece, that it would pop really nice if you you know, had that under there. Or you can make them in red. Do whatever you want. Print whatever you want. Just print it. Zigzag, yeah. Ziggy zag. Demonized. What's demonized? What is it? Dematized. I don't know. What is it? Echo 19 inches high. But what is the surface? Oh, yes. So, it's 320. No, Echo. Stop talking, thank you. Oh, she's so annoying. Here, I'll just pull up the specs. You ready? Let's do this together, shall we? Whee! Let's go. Elegoo. Elegoo logo. Let's see. No, I don't want the AI. Go back. Now I got this, I got mine off of Amazon. Here's mine right here. So the bed is 320 by 320 by 385 millimeters. Look at that. You can spin. Let's spin, shall we? Let's spin. Yeah. Try your luck. Let's see if I win something. $10 off a $100 purchase. That's fantastic. All right. Get rid of this. So yeah, so it's a good sized bed. Now the other one that I was gonna get was this guy. This thing is huge. This is 420 by 420 by 480. It's fucking huge. The guy, video I was watching of the guy, he actually fit his body inside of here. I'm not kidding. It's huge. This is a big printer. This is a giant fan. Mine has that too, that blows air onto the print as it's printing. You don't have to have it on. I haven't even used it yet, to be honest with you. But that's not bad. It's on sale for $439 for the Max, and that's a big, big printer. It's huge. Let's see. Let's do this. Hold on. Oh yeah, you want to see something amazing? Look at this thing. You ready? This is what Samurai wants. This is called the Orange Storm Giga. Do you know how big this is? You ready? That's not an exaggeration. This printer can actually print out furniture. It's not an exaggeration. It's insane. I want one. I just think it's insane. It's crazy. Anyway, let's see this. So do the this is the Max, and what I want to do though is let's do. I always copy stuff. Sorry. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. And here. And we'll do this. There he is. Look at the size of this thing.
You have to check this out. This massive Venator-class Star Destroyer was designed by the people at Galactic Armory, and I printed this on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. This particular piece is a 3-piece print, but this could have been done as a 2-piece print as well. I also made this Helldiver 2 helmet as a single piece on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max.
Those are the tree supports.
Months of setup and troubleshooting, working with Elegoo.
Now, not for nothing, ladies and gents, he, she, the, fungul, okay? Why do these guys print out the same shit? Are they cosplayers? Like, what? I don't. Help me understand this. Why are they always printing out helmets and battle cruisers?
This is the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max, and it is such a big printer. It is really hard to show you how big this printer is, but I'm going to try. No, that's not good. Almost. Okay, that's how big this is. Okay, let's go back upstairs where it's quieter. I'm going to talk a little bit in my studio about the Neptune 4 Max. I'm going to give you my initial impressions and tell you why I'm not ready yet to give it a full review. We'll go over some first series of printers from the major manufacturers. Thing to do when you're setting up your Neptune 4 Max, and that isn't in the manual and isn't necessary to new versions of the profile.
Okay, whatever. Here, let's watch this guy, and then, I'll
take a look at this huge, new, fast, and affordable 3D printer from Elegoo.
Another guy
this is
building
their
a
new
helmet.
Neptune 4 Max 3D printer, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of these stupidly large things that you can run off in 3D print with this massively large 3D printer.
Why do you want to print this
stuff? Break the bank to pick one up, as well as up your game.
Wouldn't you want to print stuff that's like you could use?
Things like large cosplay props. So over the past year, Elegoo has released an update across their entire lineup of the Neptune series of 3D printers, improving on their Series 3, with now they have the Neptune 4 3D printers, which are the smallest options that are available. They now have the Neptune 4 Plus 3D printers, which I'll have a video on next week.
Look at the size difference of the Max.
We now have this massive one here, the Neptune 4 Max, which is a new, faster iteration of the Neptune 3 Max. Now, the big difference between the Neptune 3 Max and the Neptune 4 is obviously going to be the print speed, but there are some other key differences between them. About that here in just a few minutes.
I just bought a bunch of nozzles because I can
that was pre-sliced with the printer. This came in at 28 minutes. While that might not be the absolute fastest benchy that I've seen thrown down on a 3D printer, this was just.
Here we go.
So I went off and printed this print-in-place skull from Hollow Props, and this turned out spectacular.
I don't know, that's kind of cool. I like skulls, so I mean, that's cool.
Print clog initially when trying to do this.
I don't know what the big dildo is on his forehead, but I mean, whatever.
Printing this properly, and it worked just great. And I ended up printing that little unicorn horn on the Neptune 4 Plus, which again, I'll have a video on.
Why do you need a unicorn horn on your skull?
Now, this next print was driving me absolutely crazy because I ran into print fail after print fail. After print fail, trying to run robots, off and
I understand that. I get it.
T-Rex
they're not into end cheeks for synthesizers, but it seems to me all these guys do is print out all of this shit. It's all going to end up in a landfill someday. There's only a couple of guys that I found on here that are actually printing stuff out that makes sense. Like, to me, anyway, car parts. Different tools. If you go onto Thingiverse or Printables or any of those websites, there's tons of toys and stuff that you can print, but there's a whole section of actual working things that you can use. That interests me. I just don't understand, like a lot of these guys, it's what they print out. They just toys. Like, look at this. Look at this.
With all of these details. Now, one really interesting thing
that's kind of cool. It's a samurai hat. I'm sure samurai would love that.
I printed the back panels. There are two large back panels. I printed one here on the Neptune 4 Max, and the other I went off and printed on another brand's fast 3D printer that a lot of folks are impressed by the speeds with, and I wanted to see how fast it would compare to the Neptune 4 Max, which is so much larger in build volume and about a fraction of the price of that other 3D printer. printer, and I am excited to say that the Neptune 4 Max came in at just under, I think about an hour less than the other print on that other machine using
That's a
the
cool
exact
helmet, I must
same
say.
print profile settings. It's also in two
Where would you
separate
wear it?
parts, so I can run off and try and finish one or the other, and then combine them together, and then actually wear both of them. I need to still add padding to this, as it's
I mean, he's
kind of
going to wear
large,
them.
so it
Like,
fits
he's
better
going to go
on
to
my head
McDonald's
here.
and he's going to have
But
his fucking
overall,
samurai
I am
hat
so
on.
impressed.
He's going to be like,
with
I'll
how
order
this
a Big
print
Mac,
turned out.
please.
And while I've gotten some amazing prints off of this, I have run into some
Samurai, if
things
that
that I
was
wanted to.
Samurai's helmet, he'd be like, I'll take a Big Mac and a large order of ketchup, please, with his samurai helmet on. Yeah, that's what he would do. I'm just saying. Wear it to the steakhouse on Sundays. Wear it in the steakhouse on Sundays. Backdrops for their YouTube channels. Yeah, I guess. The rainbow or horn, give it. Yeah, you know, that one is cool. The jaw, the horn. Yeah, the horn is. Well, we won't say it. You guys can read it. I don't want to say it because I don't want to offend anybody. You know, he, she, they, them, va, fangul. I don't want to offend people, man. You know. Let's see. Stormtroopers. Yeah. They are dorks. That's sick. Okay. 3D printers for everyone. Take all the renegades to 3D YouTube. Laugh out loud. Yeah. What happened with the skunk? Oh. Yeah, we don't mention his name. End of story. So anyway, yeah. So, you know, I get it. Like, these guys are all, you know, toy 3D printer dudes. They all do it. It's every single one of them. There's hardly any of them. I watch, like I said, a couple of guys that they just do parts and things like that, and I find that very interesting and intriguing for things that I could use. Here's another guy. This guy printed out a helmet.
So we're here with the Neptune 4 Plus by Elegoo. This is my first helmet class printer. I started this
Helmet
print,
class
not
printer.
in this room, obviously. We're just filming in here. But I started this
Those
print
are the tree supports. That's what we call
Thursday
them.
morning. It finished Sunday at 10:30 or later.
He started this helmet on
I will
Thursday
say
morning
right out
and
of the
it
gate,
finished
my
on
first
Sunday.
complaint here was
Get the
the
fuck outta
slicer
here, man.
didn't really
This is
have
what
any
I'm
idea
saying.
what was
These
going
guys
on.
are fucking insane. So I have had my printer for a few days, right? And I printed these out in like 2 days. Okay? All right? All of these. All 6 pieces. 4 days. Did I have some problems? Yes. Did I overcome them? Yes. Come on. 4 days to print one fucking helmet? And where are you going to wear it? Where are you going to put it on your bureau? You going to wear it to bed? Do some role playing with your wife? What the fuck are you going to do with this helmet? It's not like you can wear it on a motorcycle. Well, maybe in New Hampshire you could. Because they have the no helmet law in New Hampshire. Wear a Viking helmet. Fucking. I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Anyway, listen. I got to go. Again, it's always fun talking to you guys, and I haven't done a show in so long. And thank you so much for coming in and chatting with me and having some fun and laughing. And you guys all make me laugh. You know, I'm excited about this. And yes, Roy Droid Void, I am down that rabbit hole. But at my age, it's a fun rabbit hole to go down. Like I said, I was always into kind of hobbies and crafts and things that I used to do when it comes to, you know, building model airplanes and doing dioramas and things like that. Oh, let me show you kind of what I used to do. Let's see. Let's see. I'll just show you guys kind of, hopefully I can find something. See. gonna just try this. Probably spelled fucking half the shit wrong, but
What's a diorama?
Sherman built, check.
this is the kind of shit I
Figures
used to
painted,
do, guys.
check. Jeep built, check. So all that's left to do now is to show you the steps I took to create the scene, taking a touch of inspiration shortly.
This is exactly what I used to do.
Be familiar with sculptor
Let's see if we can get to the.
in place. By gently tapping the base, I remove the excess static grass and save it for another.
Let's see if it'll show you the finishing product.
Enough to take that next step in the modeling journey and create more of this style of presentation.
So yeah, this is the kind of stuff I
Making
used
this
to do.
little scene was a reminder.
I used to do this.
still have a
I
long way to go
learned
in the
dry brush
journey
effects
and a
and
lot
things
to
like that,
learn.
and I used to build
But I'd be lying if
stuff
I
like
didn't
this.
say
My dad was a
pretty
World
happy
War
with
II
how
vet,
this
so I
one
was
came out.
infatuated with
I never intended to copy
this kind
the
of stuff,
reference
and I
image
actually built
outright, but
stuff just
more
like
to
that.
use it as
Actually,
inspiration
I
for
built a
this
whole
scene.
building.
Keeping the base compact
I had a
was
German
consideration
Panzer tank
because it will
scene.
fit
I
in my
did
display
planes
case far
flying, doing
better.
a dogfight.
But more than that, by keeping a scene compact,
Kinda cool
you
stuff.
are able to eliminate
Lot of
dead
work.
space and create a
This is
greater
32nd
dynamic
scale,
in
I
a
believe.
smaller space.
That's what I used
I have
to
a
do.
lot of new techniques I want to try with my dioramas, but
Cool stuff. So kind of shit I used to do. It was fun. Up until I was about, I don't know, 25, 26 years old. And it was fun. I had a lot of good time. I had good times doing this shit. So, and a lot of shit got ruined. My mom's basement flooded really bad one year, and a lot of it I had bought in boxes, and a lot of it just got trashed, and I ended up throwing it all out, unfortunately. But yeah. So anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for coming into my humble abode and letting me share with you my new passion, my new hobby. And it's also it links to synthesizers, because that's what it's all about, man. Is a synthesizer, Ken. That's what it's about. Synthesizers. All right, listen. Like I always say, stay frosty, stay creative, watch your six, and peace.